So, a lot of Texans fans seem to believe that Deshaun Watson wants out of Houston. A lot of Texans fans are telling Deshaun Watson to get out of Houston. Here's the thing. If Deshaun Watson gets out of Houston, you guys that are telling Deshaun Watson to get out of Houston are going to be crying and complaining how the Texans never do anything right and yada yada yada. You know how it goes. So stop telling Deshaun Watson to get out of Houston. Find OBrien's address and tell him to get out of. Not just don't do that. Don't show up to anyone's house. But yeah, Deshaun Watson doesn't want out of Houston, guys. Like, he doesn't. He is not leaving. It's time to stop worrying about something that, if it does happen, is not gonna happen for another 3 to 4 years. So yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it. And now the reason why everyone is, oh my god, Deshaun's leaving, the reason why everyone's doing that is because Deshaun Watson has been posting lyrics on Twitter, which is something he's always done. He's always posted lyrics on Twitter. And now look, yes, I understand that a lot of you guys are still upset about the Texans trading away DeAndre Hopkins. So you guys are just projecting your feelings onto Deshaun Watson, and you're assuming that Deshaun Watson is pissed off that the Texans traded DeAndre. Now, here's the harsh reality. As much as we would want Deshaun to be pissed at OBrien, he's not. He's not. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care that they traded away DeAndre Hopkins. He doesn't. That's the sad reality of the NFL. Players, they understand that it's business. Like, you hear players say it all the time. The business side of things, it's just business. And that's what it is. It's just business. Deshaun Watson is a grown-ass man. And, he's taking it like a man. He's not going to sit there and cry about it. Oh my god, they traded away DeAndre Hopkins. I can't get over it. What? Like, no. Like, he doesn't get over it. He's already over it. He don't care. If you don't believe me, look at this Instagram picture he posted like a few days after Hop got traded. He said, I'm in my space coupe. He posted a picture of himself in a car. And then someone replied to that picture and said, OB take that pic, ? And then Deshaun Watson replied, nah, but he did give me a check to get it though, ! And then in the past, Deshaun has clearly said he loves OBrien and he wants him here. So as much as we want Deshaun Watson to dislike OBrien, the fact is he doesn't. He actually likes him. Now, look, man, I understand that, all these Texans players, former Texans players, coming out and saying things about OBrien, such as Jalen Strong, Braxton Miller, who else, I guess, Brandon Brooks, DJ Swearinger, players like that coming out and saying, OBrien sucks pretty much, he's a terrible coach or whatever. Well, not a terrible coach, but like a terrible person, because Jalen Strong said OBrien is a good coach, but he just doesn't like OBrien the person. So, these players have came out and said that they don't like OBrien the person. But then you got players like Dwayne Brown, Arian Foster, Andre Johnson coming back, and then Deshaun Watson saying he loves him. Like, players like those also come out and say that they love OBrien, that they have no issues with OBrien. OBrien's cool. So, who do you believe? I know you guys are going to choose the F. OBrien side because it's funny, and, F. OBrien, but the reality is, and we encounter people like this every day. Like, I'm pretty sure you've had a boss like this or a teacher that, to some people, they make life a living hell because they dislike them, and then for other people, they're a fun time to be around with because they like you. And I think that's where it is with OBrien. Like, I think if he likes you, you're going to like him. But if he hates you, he's going to make life a living hell for you, and you're not going to like him, obviously. And I just think that's the type of person O'Brien is. Like, that's why you got some players saying, oh, I love O'Brien. Then you got other dudes saying, man, F O'Brien. And, clearly from what it seems like, Deshaun Watson is one of those people that O'Brien actually likes. And because of it, Watson actually likes O'Brien. Unfortunately, so Deshaun Watson doesn't hate O'Brien. He just doesn't. And he's not going to leave because of O'Brien. He's not going to leave at all. And, you guys need to quit panicking on that, because here's another fact. Let's say Deshaun does hate O'Brien. Let's just say, even though it's not true, he actually likes him. But let's say Deshaun hates O'Brien. Let's say Deshaun hates the Texans for trading DeAndre Hopkins. Now, the Texans have 3 to 4 more years of Deshaun Watson. 3 to 4 more years. A lot can happen in 3 to 4 years. For example, O'Brien could get fired in that time span. Now look, the reason why the Texans have 3 to 4 more years of Deshaun Watson is they got this upcoming year. They got the 5th-year option year. That's 2 years right there. You can franchise tag him once. You could even franchise tag him twice. The second time it would be a lot, but I think it would still be worth it with the cap space projected to go up like by 40 mil next year. So you got 4 more years of Deshaun Watson in Houston. And like I said, a lot can happen in 3 to 4 years. There's a very good chance that Bill O'Brien will be fired after this season. And if Bill O'Brien is fired, and if Deshaun Watson did have an issue with O'Brien, then guess what? The issue's gone. Deshaun Watson stays. Quit assuming that Deshaun wants out. Or even if he does want out, he's not getting out. As messed up as that might sound, that's the reality of the NFL. Players have little to no say. And, that's where it's going to come down to. That's what it could come down to with Deshaun Watson. He's not going anywhere. The Texans are going to keep him. If he has issues with O'Brien, then O'Brien's going to be gone here pretty soon. We got 3 to 4 years of control left. And look, personally, I hate the franchise tag. I absolutely hate it. I hate the 5th-year option. I hate that rookie contracts are 4 years long when the average career of an NFL player is 3 years. I absolutely hate that, but that's just the way the NFL is, man. That's just the way it is, and you gotta use these BS rules to your advantage. Now, see, some people might say, well, if Deshaun's unhappy, you gotta let him go. Yeah, that's absolutely 100% true, but let's also look at the other side. If Deshaun Watson is unhappy, what would be the reason for his unhappiness? It would be O'Brien. And if O'Brien's gone, then Deshaun's happy. So we'd be able to bring him back, but we still have 3 to 4 more years of Deshaun Watson's control. So he's not going anywhere. Let's just pray to baby Jesus that Bill O'Brien gets fired after the season, so that if there is issues with O'Brien and Deshaun Watson, Deshaun then comes back. But personally, I think the clues are all there. Deshaun has no issue with Bill O'Brien. And now some people are going to ask, well, then why hasn't Deshaun Watson signed an extension? Well, why hasn't Mahomes? Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes are the 2 best young quarterbacks in the NFL, and it's not even close. I don't want to hear about a dude that doesn't know how to throw a football up in Baltimore. Mahomes and Watson are the 2 best young quarterbacks in the NFL, and it's undebatable. These 2 guys are waiting for the next CBA when the cap space goes up by a lot. so they can get monster contracts. That's why Deshaun hasn't been extended yet. There's a very good chance Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes are both waiting till next offseason to get their contract extension so they can cash in on that huge cap space. So there really shouldn't be a reason to worry about Deshaun Watson wanting out. And all these Patriots fans say, we're going to get Deshaun Watson. No, you ain't getting shit, bitch. Watson's ours. He's ours. You can't have him. You're stuck with the bald man, Brian Hoyer. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I hope the Patriots go 8-8 so they can't get Trevor Lawrence or anyone like that. So they're stuck in quarterback hell for the next 42 years. Because F the Patriots. They deserve multiple 2-14 seasons in a row because, yeah, F them. But, yeah, like on a serious note, guys, like, Deshaun ain't going anywhere. He's not mad about DeAndre Hopkins leaving. Like I said, players understand that it's just business. You want proof? Remember last year in August? In August of 2019, when there was Laramie Tunsil trade rumors, apparently the Dolphins players said that if the Dolphins traded Laramie Tunsil, they would revolt. Well, guess what? A few weeks later, the Dolphins traded Laramie Tunsil to the Texans. And guess what? Not a single Dolphins player cared. Not a single one. Even though they had said they would revolt, even though or didn't say, there was reports that they would revolt, nothing happened. Why? Because these players are grown men. They understand that it's a business. Business always comes first. The NFL is a business. Deshaun understands that. He's grown. He doesn't have his feelings hurt. He's not over there watching The Notebook, eating ice cream, and crying every night. He's not. Like, honestly, you don't care. And honestly, it's time for us to move on too, man. I love D-Hop. I will always have love for D-Hop. He's awesome, beautiful individual. But come on, guys. It's time to move on. It's been over a week, and I still see people constantly crying about it, complaining about it on Twitter. Yes, we got completely screwed over in the trade. Yes, it sucks to lose a player of DeAndre Hopkins' caliber, but we gotta move on, you know? Like, we can't sit here and dwell on the past, you know? If Deshaun Watson doesn't care, if Deshaun Watson's over it, then we should be over it too. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. That's all I have for you guys for today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.